Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of our Barcelona Career Mode series. Before we get into today's episode, we do have a press conference for you guys. If you want to feature in the next episode and our next press conference, then make sure you go ahead and leave a question for Luis Enrique to answer in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's answer your guys' questions. First question comes from Josh McMorrin, and he asks, why isn't Sergio Roberto a starter? He is a great central midfielder. Sergio Roberto is a fantastic midfielder, and the problem that we have is that we have so many fantastic midfielders, you can't really have a third starting midfielder. I mean, Ivan Rakitic and Sergio Busquets, due to their experience, they're playing every single game. But that third central midfield role is a real rotation. I wouldn't say anybody's starting ahead of anybody. I mean, Alen Halilovic, Sergio Roberto, and Denis Suarez are all kind of on the same level there. Alen Halilovic maybe has played more games in that position, but Sergio Roberto got a big game in the last episode. He was playing in that game, in that El Clasico, and he's been getting the call up. So I would argue that Sergio Roberto is on the brink of really capturing that starting position. Winston Starr asks, Luis Enrique, is Rodriguez going to be Barcelona's future striker? Right now it's Sergio Aguero. What happens when Sergio Aguero eventually ages? We don't know. We don't know if we're going to be promoting Rodriguez. It's too early to say. It just depends on how he develops. But right now, he's in a point in his career where he's got to take his opportunities when he gets them. But otherwise, he can sort of relax and maybe learn a few things from the other strikers at the club. And the last question comes from Josh Clark, and he asks, would you consider buying Lewandowski as a super sub or a potential new striker? Now, if you're buying Robert Lewandowski, you're not buying him as a super sub. You're buying him as a starting striker. And right now we have ourselves a starting striker, of course, in Sergio Aguero. There's been no contact between the clubs, and we have no interest in Robert Lewandowski. It just wouldn't make any sense for us to bring him in. We play one striker. Putting either one of the bench would be an absolute waste of their talent. So we're not looking to sign Robert Lewandowski at the moment or any other talented striker. Sergio Aguero is our man. That's it for today's press conference, guys. If you do want to be part of the next press conference, like I said at the start of the video, make sure you leave your questions in the comment section below and you'll have a chance of featuring in the next episode. Right, kicking off March, we have a home game here against Villarreal in the Copa de España. I believe we're down 1-0 in this two-legged affair. They did beat us in the away fixture for us, but we're going to simulate this game at home. I feel pretty confident. If we do get knocked out, that'll be kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, not too worrying. Hopefully we can get a 1-0 or a 2-0 here. Villarreal do have a chance of going through an away goal. If we win 2-1, I could see that potentially happening, but we need a solid performance here. Titi getting sent off in the 46th minute, but if it stays 1-0, Alen Halilovic, he's not going to let it stay 1-0. It's 2-0, so as things stand, okay, Aguero makes it 3-0. We're going through. Good work. Acosta brings one back, but it's 3-2 on aggregate. 2 red cards in the game, and we go through to the final, I think it is now. I think we're up to the final, if not the semi-final. We have the game here, and it's away against Real Betis in the league. Another game that we're going to simulate, and it's a bit of a different lineup as well. Away, you never know how this could end. I mean, we could end up just losing this game. Maybe Leandro Damião will score a hat-trick, who knows, but hopefully that doesn't happen. It's a decent starting 11, but obviously with our injuries, it's hard to field out a really strong starting 11 on a consistent basis. As we head into the second half, it's still 0-0. Someone could drag a winner here. If it could be one of our players, that would be fantastic. I'm looking at you, Teo. I'm looking at you, Aguero. Last 10 minutes, what could happen? Nothing's going to happen, and it is going to end 0-0, which allows Real Madrid now a chance to top the league if they win their match, so not ideal. Right, our third game of March is against Olympique Lyon in the second leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie, and in the away fixture we did draw 1-1, and I feel like if we sim this, we'll pretty much go through, but I want to play this game. I want to play some Champions League football and the round of 16, so we're going to play this game at home against Lyon. What's the worst that could happen? If we draw 0-0, we go through. I mean, really, I don't see Lyon beating us here. We've been playing fantastically, so we're going to play this game, get a bit of Champions League football under a belt, a bit of knockout stage football, and hopefully we'll go in through to the quarterfinals and we find out who we'll be facing then. Without further ado, let's take a look at the lineup that'll be starting at home against Lyon. That is the starting 11 that we'll be fielding out here at home against Lyon. A lot of tired legs out there. You can see Lucas Hernandez, half his stamina, but he'll be playing here today. Centre-backs don't really need their stamina too much, but it's Jonathan Rodriguez up front with Costa and Turan on each wing. Halilovic, Busquets, and Rakitic make up a midfield 3 with Alba, Lucas Hernandez, Titi, and Perez as back 4. Claudio Bravo in between the sticks. So without further ado, let's get into this game. Aguero could be coming on as a substitute, maybe bagging a few goals, but it should be a win here against Lyon. Anything less would be an absolute embarrassment. Rakitic into Halilovic. Halilovic has Jonathan Rodriguez, who has Ivan Rakitic. What a start this could be. And unfortunately, the finish for Ivan Rakitic just wasn't there. Cornet finds Tolisso. Back to Cornet. Maxwell Cornet is a pretty talented player, but Bruno Perez puts him on his ass. Referee! I won that cleanly, come on. Be a free kick here. It's going to be Lacazette to take this. He's going to whip that one in. Who can he find in the box? Bruno Perez, get rid of that. Matthew Valbuena, he finds Cornet. No, Valbuena again. Gonalon's going for it. And Leon definitely not playing around in the starting 10 minutes. Halilovic out wide to Jordi Alba. Alba into Arda Turan. Referee, he's been taken down. That is a penalty. He's deemed that inside the box. And Arda Turan has won us a penalty. Ivan Rakitic to take this. There's no wins and takes him in this. You gotta make sure you score the penalty. You gotta make sure you go up in the Champions League. And in the 30th minute, it's Ivan Rakitic who puts us up 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. And Lyon, as I said, they've been defending well, but it was just a lapse in concentration by that one player. Rose, I think it is, or something like that. Turan now wide for Bruno Perez. Who does Perez have? He has Jonathan Rodriguez making a run centrally. Rodriguez has the supporting run of Alen Halilovic. Steps in on his right, and he just doesn't get his shot off in time. Play, it's Lacazette now in a bit of room coming up against his former teammate Samuel Umtiti. Who's going to win this battle? It's Lacazette who's able to whip that one in, and Ghezal was at the back post and he put it wide. Halilovic into Turan, lofts that over for Rakitic, and Rakitic is going to find the top corner. What a finish from Ivan, and what a ball from Turan. Some great play there to wrap up this first half and make a 3-1 on aggregate. Take a look at this. It's Alen Halilovic who finds Arda Turan. First time lofts that over with his right foot, and Rakitic with a hell of a finish. That's 2 for Rakitic now, and it's 3-1 on aggregate. Surely Lyon have been put to bed. Maxwell Cornet finds Gonalon. What's he gonna do? Puts it on his left, finds Tolisso. Lyon still looking for a goal. They could put a bit of pressure on us if they do find a goal. Halilovic with some great defending, and now he's on his bike. Who's he got in support? He's got Rakitic in the middle. Rakitic... He's gonna find Jonathan Rodriguez, who's also running in the middle. Outside the box, Rodriguez had more time. I kind of rushed that. Jonathan Rodriguez has the Turan in support. Eventually does find him. Turan now, what's he going to do? He ball rolls inside. He's got Rodriguez ahead of him. Rodriguez on his left. And again Rodriguez. And it's a bit of a mess, but Lyon are able to clear it up eventually. Halilovic over the top for Arda Turan. Who does Turan have in support? No one. He does have Jonathan Rodriguez though. Beautiful run from Jonathan Rodriguez. And he picks himself up a goal. Maybe his first goal in the Champions League, I'm not sure, but good run by him, and Turan eventually found him. Look, Turan didn't really have any support. Look where Jonathan Rodriguez is. Turan just holds it up a little bit. Rodriguez makes the run, get a bit lucky with the bounce, and it's Rodriguez who finds the back of it on his left foot. Makes it 3-0 and 4-1 on aggregate. 2 substitutions being made here, and it's going to be Edgar I and Denis Suarez coming on for Alen Halilovic and Lucas Hernandez respectively. It's out of the Turan. Turan down the right-hand side. Turan trying to get past everybody. He can do it as well, Arda Turan. He does have this in his locker, and it's just off a defender there. Good run by Arda Turan, having a bit of fun out there. As Rodriguez ahead of him. Good play by Denis Suarez to get Jonathan Rodriguez through, and he'll pick up his second goal of the game and wrap up a fantastic night here at the Camp Nou in the Champions League. Build up to this was fantastic. Denis Suarez just so confident on the ball, fresh off the pitch, so he's got the stamina as well, and just plays it through to Jonathan Rodriguez. Great pass, great finish, 4-0 and 5-1 on aggregate. There it is, full time here at the Camp Nou, and it ends 4-0 on the night and 5-1 on aggregate, and we go through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League knockout stages. A great performance, a great result. It was a bit of a slow start, but eventually we got in our rhythm, and we absolutely hammered Olympique Lyon. Thanks for coming, Lyon, but you're out of the competition now. Those are the stats for you at the end of today. 9 shots, 8 on target for us with 50% possession to Lyon. 6 shots, none on target, 50% possession. And that pretty much just sums up the game. We were just too good for Lyon. Kind of expected anything like, I mean, if we struggled, that would have been a really bad sign. So we brush aside Lyon, and I wonder who we're going to get in the next round. Right, we have a home game here against Sevilla at home in the league, a game we're going to simulate, and Javi Martinez is back from his injury, so he will be featured in today's game. And hopefully it'll be an easy 3 points, a comfortable 3 points at home. You would expect it's a full strength lineup. And Sevilla's lineup's okay as well. They got Konoplyanka, Llorente, Kolodziejczak. They have a couple of decent players, but compared to our side, they're chumps, mate. They're fucking chumps. So going into the second half, we're 2-0 up. Martinez picking up a red card on his return from injury. Oh my goodness, just standard. Aguero picks up a goal and makes it 3-0. Konoplyanka does slot in a penalty to make it 3-1, and Jonathan Rodriguez, just to keep that 3-goal deficit alive, gets one back and makes it 4-1 and 3 points in the bag. Another game, hopefully we're going to pick up 3 points in. Alex Vidal in right back, Hernandez and Umtiti as the centre back partnership with Jordi Alba at left back, Busquets, Rafinha and Sergio Roberto making up a midfield 3 with Teo, Aguero and Denis Suarez as a front 3. Of course, Claudio Bravo in between the sticks. It should be another 3 points, and Rafinha opens up the goal scoring in the 19th minute. Denis Suarez follows him up and makes it 2-0 in the 31st. And that's a solid half. Getting that 2-0 lead. Now we just got to ride it out and get the 3 points. Maybe a third goal here, yes, from Rafinha. He gets a brace. Good work from Rafinha. And Sergio Roberto also picks himself up a goal. So the midfield doing really well. 3 goals from midfield. Denis Suarez also getting involved. 4-0, 3 points. How you doing? Right, that's what the youth squad looks like at the moment. We signed a few players and brought a couple of players in as well because we had some monthly scouting updates. So I thought I'd update you on the youth squad. That's what it currently looks like. A lot of great talent in this youth squad. A couple of these people we have offered contracts to, so a couple of them won't be in the youth squad for the next month. And yeah, looking pretty decent, especially this guy here, Duarte Nunes. I think this is a guy that I just brought in. He's 54 overall, 72 to 94 potential, already got great physical stats. We could start training this guy straight away if we wanted to, because these physical stats are fantastic already. They don't have to improve that much more. So that could be a potential beast right there, Duarte Nunes. Remember the fucking name. Right, and the final game in March is an away game in the league against Granada, and we're going to play this game because we haven't played a second game so far this month. I don't know, a lot of the games were just very simple, if you know what I mean. So we're going to play this game away, and hopefully we'll pick up another 3 points. As you can see by the league table, we are still beating Real Madrid on goal difference. Valencia trying to hang in there, and then between Valencia and Atletico Madrid, it's a massive gap. So we got to keep up pace, we got to keep up winning, and we got to get 3 points here today. Right, that's the starting 11 for this game. It's Costa, Aguero, and Teo up front with Roberto, Busquets, and Rakitic in midfield. Alba, Umtiti, Martinez, and Perez make a back four with Bravo in between the sticks. Pretty much our full-strength lineup, so Granada better be ready for this. And hopefully it's going to be a massive 3 points here away from home as the league winding down in the last couple of months of the season. We need to be getting as many points as possible. Can't allow Real Madrid a chance to get ahead of us, so 3 points is a necessity. Pitch as a forward one of Busquets, if you could believe it. Busquets trying to find Aguero. What a ball in from Sergio Busquets, and Aguero can't beat the keeper. Great save from the keeper, by the way. Look at Aguero lunging at that, trying to get as much power behind it. But what a ball from Busquets. Into Javi Martinez. Martinez holding it up, waiting for someone to make the run. No one does. He finds Rakitic instead, who was waiting for that one. And Rakitic with a bit of dip behind that, but a bit too much power as well. Play here from Granada, and they nearly get the shot away. Good work, good defending by Bruno Perez. Corner here for Granada. What can they do? Whip it in, but Bravo's there. Oh, Jordi Alba. What a fucking clearance off the line. I thought for sure that was it. Isaac Success into Gabriel. What can Gabriel do? Smashes that from outside the box, and it's Claudio Bravo. He didn't make the save. I don't know why I said that. He just put it wide. Down to Rakitic. Rakitic has Christian Teo making a run. That's a fantastic bit of play here. It's Christian Teo's going to take everybody on, and he's going to slot that in the back of the net. Surely, and Aguero gets in the way, and it's offside. Sergio, mate, you can't deny your teammate a goal like that. Get out of the way. What are you doing? Why would a player do that? I don't understand. Oh, great play by Granada here. It's Sheikh Diabate. Who's he got into? Porteous Gabriel, who smashes that. Jordi Alba now has Teo. What can Christian Teo do? Is that a bit of a quiet game? Who's he going to find in the middle? It's going to be Sergio Aguero. Scoop turns first time, goes back across goal. And it's Calava with a good save. Oh, Busquets. Oh, Busquets into Xavi mode today. He really is just into Xavi mode. Teo flicks it back over his man. He's got Ivan Rakitic in the midfield. Rakitic always has his eyes open. Find Busquets. Busquets to Roberto. Roberto to Alba. Alba trying to whip that in. Oh, Aguero, take that. He's just giving it to you, Aguero. Costa lays it off for Rakitic. Yes! I thought we were going to lose the ball there. That's why I went silent. I thought Costa wasn't going to be able to get that ball. It was a bit of a weird pass into him, but he got control of it. Rakitic was making the run, and Ivan Rakitic has been just absolutely killing it. This ball here, I don't know why, I thought that defender would get it off Douglas Costa, but he held his own, held his ground, used his strength, shielded it, waited for Ivan to make the run, and you just knew Rakitic was scoring from that range, so close to the keeper, puts it in, and Rakitic is killing it. As per usual, it's not really anything new, is it? First substitution of the day, and it's Denis Suarez coming on for Douglas Costa. Another corner here for Granada. They're going to whip it in. Diabate's in there, always a threat. Give it to me. I want that one. It's Busquets, who finds Teo. Teo over to Aguero, but the keeper's already in. I contemplated shooting, but I went against it. There it is, full time here. 1-0 away at Granada. A very tough game. Granada played really well. Honestly, I thought they probably deserved the draw here. Just played some fantastic football, and very unfortunate that we were able to drag just one goal to get us 3 points here. I mean, it is 3 points at the end of the day, so I will take it, but the performance here was very lackluster. Those are the stats for you. Granada with 7 shots, 3 on target, 55% possession to us, 6 shots, 4 on target, 45% possession. So, as you can tell, not many teams have more shots than us in a game. Granada did. Granted, we had more on target, but they had more chances, more opportunities. They were attacking more than us. So pretty unfortunate for them not to get a goal. Bravo played well, defense stepped up when they needed to, and we just grinded out that 1-0 win. There hasn't been too many of these games where we've had to grind the win out, but we did here today. We picked up a very valuable 3 points in this title race. Right, that's how the table looks at the end of today's episode. Real Madrid have just been drawing games all over the place, which means we have a 2-point lead against them, and we're looking pretty good going into the last 8 games of the league. As you can see, Valencia have also pretty much solidified that 3rd spot. I don't see them dropping 12 points to Atletico Madrid in the last 8 games, and they sit in 3rd at the moment, with Atletico Madrid fighting for that 4th spot. You got the likes of Malaga and Real Sociedad creeping up on them, but I think Atletico Madrid will be able to hold out and get the 4th spot. So that's what the top 4 looks like. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did and you want to be part of the next episode, then leave a question for Luis Enrique to answer in the next episode for our press conference. But as I said before, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's episode. I hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.